And good evening. Welcome to Ripon High School for boys high school basketball tonight. We are live on the Ripon channel. That's youtube.com/Ripon channel. And we're happy to have you watching and listening here tonight from the Tigers Den as the Ripon Tigers boys varsity team will take on the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers here this evening in an East Central Conference basketball matchup. The Ripon Tigers are 2-15 overall with their record, 0-6 in the conference. And the Chargers, 9-7 overall. They currently sit in third place in the East Central Conference with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. Along with my longtime friend, Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. And Marty, we spent a lot of time in the gym here this week. And tonight it is a boys game with the Tigers and KML. And the last time we checked with the Tigers, they are on a 4-game losing streak, unfortunately. And we saw them Monday when they were defeated by Oshkosh West rather handily.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any easier. Like you said, KML's 4-2 in conference. They're part of the upper echelon, if you will. How interesting when you look at the 4 top teams of the conference, Lynn. You got Waupun undefeated. You got Plymouth with 1 loss, KML with 2 losses, Berlin with 3 losses. And Ripon's going to be playing KML, and then Berlin will be their next contest. So, yeah, it doesn't get any easier by any means. So, yeah. Well, and you mix in the fact that, you know, they're young. Let's face it. And other than being young and not a lot of size, they're right there.
Now, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, with their 9-7 record, you know, they've played a pretty good schedule of Division I teams. And as you mentioned off air, while they are 9-7, their program is at where they can compete and defeat some of these larger schools. As an example, Pius Catholic, New Berlin West. Let's see, they have Beaver Dam, New Berlin Eisenhower, Xavier, Milwaukee Lutheran. I mean, that's quite a schedule for them.
Yeah, and it's a team that averages 70 points a game. And to your point with Pius Catholic, Tuesday evening, they hit their average of 72 points, good enough for a 5-point win over Pius. And, yeah, good programs have to play good programs so that they continue to get better. You play average teams, and your record's going to be very impressive. But when it comes to tournament time, people are going to be scratching their heads walking out of the gym. How did that loss happen? You know? Yeah. So you always want to do that. And certainly in private schools in particular, I think do that quite often in all sports.
Well, let's see. Last week, or Monday, when they played Oshkosh West, you know, the game got a little out of hand towards the end. But, you know, one of the bright spots, at least I thought, for a kid who came to play just a sophomore, played a lot in the second half, was this Tyler Brewer. And, you know, you can see a difference from when the season started to now. This Brewer kid, you know, when he gets an opportunity, he really makes a heck of an effort.
Yeah, you know, you make a good point how when you are a young team to begin with, you know, you start sometimes a freshman and a sophomore in your backcourt. You might have some pretty good size eyes there at the beginning of the season. And then like anything else, once you play game after game, you get into the competition, you have an understanding of the speed of the game and things like that are a little bit, or actually more than a little bit, different than your JV competition. So, yeah, a nice development, and you're right. He had some nice points down the closing minutes of the game against West. Otherwise, there wasn't a lot, you know, to go like, wow, you know, look at this. You know, they were just a little overmatched with the larger, thicker, more physical Oshkosh. What do they call Wildcats?
Wildcats. And the other thing that we've noticed as the season has gone along, other teams have figured out who Blake Bradley is, and they've been shutting him down.
Yeah, well, for sure, I can remember the Oshkosh West game. Yeah. Absolutely. They shut everybody down. They couldn't get into an offense, right? Their perimeter defense rubbed and physicaled everybody, and they never got into their offense. Yeah.
All right. Well, Marty, you had an opportunity to talk to Coach Andy Bradley during the junior varsity game. And Marty and the coach will give us a little preview of tonight. Let's go to the interview right now.
Hey, we're here in the Tiger Den getting ready for
He's got,
boys
as
varsity
he said,
basketball this evening. It's second half of the junior varsity game with the Chargers from Kettle Moraine Lutheran. I'm Marty Ernster. Joining me is head coach Andy Bradley of the Ripon Tigers. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
This is always a fun time for me. Before we went on the air, I just kind of talking about, I would like to kind of look back briefly at the previous contest. Yeah. That was out of conference Monday evening with Oshkosh West coming out of the Fox Valley Conference. And they weren't very hospitable to us. They kind of muscled us in their athleticism. And, just tell me about your feelings about that game overall.
Yeah, they bumped us around. And a lot of times I've been talking to refs after the games. What can we do to get more calls? Well, a lot of times you see us, we take the bump and we fade away from the basket rather than going into the defender.
Into the contact.
Yeah, and creating the contact. And we're shying away from it. We need to go into it, and hopefully we get to the free throw line some more because, teams are out. They're doubling us up on the free throw line.
Yeah. You could get Noldoff off the girls' team.
Yeah,
teach you how to go into contact.
Exactly.
Her new name is May. I gave her Mayhem is her new nickname. She comes with no brakes or airbags and
like a pinball,
and has a way to get to and gets to the free throw line.
Yep.
Anyway, let's talk about tonight's contest. We're taking on a team tonight that's 4-2 in conference, 9-7 overall. KML, for as long as we've been playing with them in the conference, has always been a reload situation. They go from good to better in terms of talent. How do you see them tonight?
Yeah, defensively, between them and Ripon, they play the best defense in the conference. They'll pick you up full court, they'll pressure you. They do a good job on the ball of not getting beat. And hopefully we can beat a little bit, beat them off the ball a little bit with penetration. Hopefully we set up our screens better and use them to our advantage. And then hopefully we do a better job playing defense. We gave up 80 points to them last game.
Okay.
And you can see in our last two games, our closeouts have not been good. And obviously a closeout bad, you get beat with penetration, and then there's guys camping in the corner, and they're burying threes on us left and right.
And it's a hard thing to do.
Yep.
Closeout is not easy because your momentum goes into the prospective shooter, and then he can use that momentum against you if you're not breaking down and under control with a wide stance.
Yep.
And this is a team, evidently, that averages about 9 made threes.
Yeah.
And I noticed how basically their top 3 scorers are all in the double-digit area. So it's not like you're going to say, well, listen, if we can make 32 really work hard tonight and earn his points, maybe, come the end of the game, we still got a shot at this thing. So, yeah, it's not like you can cheat on anybody.
Yeah, and they're big, too. They got 2 6'5" guys, and they can both go inside and outside. So,
that's my dad.
Some tough guards.
And my dad always told me, Coach, that the bigger they are, the more it hurts. So,
go.
That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. Wrong story.
Yeah.
But anyway, good luck to you. Also, before I let you go to the locker room here, talk to me about the current status of your ball club.
Yeah, so we got a couple kids under the weather. Logan's been fighting a cold. Blake's been fighting a cold. He's fighting on antibiotics now. And then Ben is out. He took a shot to the head against Oshkosh West, so he's on concussion protocol. So he won't be with us tonight. So we're actually moving up. We're moving up Cam and Landon tonight just for some extra bodies, just in case something happens.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
Can never have too many guys.
No. So from here, we're going to get you're going to be home with Berlin next week.
Yep.
And I can't wait for that. And who knows? The high school girls last night with Berlin.
That was a good atmosphere.
It was a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
And you start playing like that, and you steal wins from teams that you're not supposed to, at least on paper.
Yep.
And it gets the community excited.
Yeah.
In the body. Next thing you know, we're filling bleachers more.
Exactly.
All right.
It's always good to have the stands full.
Yeah, it is. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Marty.
Thank you for your time.
Yep. Have a good one.
right. Well, we want to thank Coach Bradley and Marty for doing that pregame interview. We just finished up now with the national anthem, so we're going to have the starters here coming away here shortly. As Marty had mentioned, we're playing the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. They do average 70 points a game, and the Tigers themselves add about 51 points a game. So we'll see what happens with that. And let's see. The lights have just gone out. It's kind of a neat atmosphere when the Tigers get introduced on their starting lineup with the lights out.
Yeah, welcome to Las Vegas.
That's right. Yeah, they do a good job with it. It's kind of fun to watch. So we've got, let's see, Caden Coots, one of the starters here tonight. He's number 2. Let's see, I think it's Cameron Kaiser. Is he number 12?
Yep,
number 12. Cameron Kaiser.
Number 24.
24 is going to be Logan Polash.
Mink.
Adam Mink is number 30. And 22, Blake Bradley. So those are the starters for the Tigers. For Kettle Moraine Lutheran, they have Ryan Thistle, a senior. Cooper Prisbella, a senior. Jordan Wagner, their leading scorer, by the way, at 17 points a game, a senior. Henry Bednar, a junior. And that's how the Chargers start up.
Look at the size. You can just see it right there, too.
Yeah.
Size difference. And they basically have their leading scorers, all 3 top leading scorers are double-digit performers. So it makes it that much more difficult with that type of a balanced offensive attack by the Chargers.
And we're glad to have you on the Ripon channel. Adam Mink won the tip over Henry Bednar. He gets the ball underneath, lost it though out of bounds.
Well, he made 2 mistakes in 1 second. He didn't catch the ball cleanly, and had he would have had a layup, and then compounded it by losing it out of bounds.
Poor guy kicked it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so here come the Chargers with their first offensive possession. Ryan Thistle. Tigers will be in a man-to-man defense. And the Chargers doing little figure 8 moves there. Thistle has it back again. And he's going to drive to the baseline. He got caught underneath, but he found an open player. And that is laying it up and in with Jake Bartelt, the sophomore.
Good move by Bartelt.
Yeah, KML is really moving the ball really well there.
Yeah, Bartelt averages 10 a game.
We got Coots with it. Bradley left side for a 3 in the corner, no good. Run down by Jordan Wagner, their leading scorer for the Chargers.
Good job by Coots to slow the ball up.
There's a 3 left
Not
corner.
from there.
And they hit him all the time.
That corner, there's got to be a piece of duct tape over there that these boys and girls games, the last 4 home games that we've done, the opposition just nails 3s from that corner.
Henry Bednar hit the 3 on that time. Ball's out of bounds, but the Tigers will retain possession, and they'll have it between the scorers table and the Chargers bench. So it's Caden Coots, check your pardon, Carson Kaiser with it, and he'll go to Bradley. Bradley here to Coots. Again, their figure 8 as they pass the ball around the outside of the 3-point line. Polash, Coots, Polash.
There you go.
Inside to Mink. He's going to try to do a fadeaway, but it was knocked away from him nicely by the Chargers player there, Cooper Prisbilla, and quickly the other way, and it's laid up and in by Jordan Wagner.
Wagner, nice job of playing through the contact.
Ripon still shut out. It's 7-0 here early on, 2 minutes in, and the Tigers looking for their first points of the evening. Here's Logan Polash.
Stolen.
Bradley again on the right wing. Over now to Kaiser. He drives the lane, stops, tried to pass it in the corner, stolen away.
Yeah, you can't be dribbling the ball in there.
And here's another pass by Thistle. It hit the head of a Ripon player as he tried to get it to one of the racing guys.
Go back and run the offense out on top like they were doing, and then they came back and fed the post, and Mink was open. And all of a sudden they start doing this sort of exploratory dribbling in the middle of the lane, getting in trouble against double teams.
There's a 3 left wing, way short. Rebound out of there to KML. Laying it up and in is Henry Bednar, the junior.
They're all business.
They are indeed, and it's now 9-0. And here goes Bradley for 3 left side, and he's going to get fouled on the follow-through. and he'll be at the free throw line for 3 shots. Ryan Thistle with the foul. Thistle's first, team's first, and Blake Bradley, who leads the team in scoring, about 18 points a game, will get 3 free throws.
Thistle is the main distributor on that team, averages over 4 assists per game, and that's a good number.
That one circles in and out. So more bad luck for the Tigers. Still shut out.
Well, he'll make the next 2.
And he made that one. Nostradamus, my partner here tonight.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's a tough name to put on a letter jacket, I'll tell you that.
It is indeed. And Nostradamus was correct. Bradley made the last 2. Okay, so here.
Wait till you hear the rest of my predictions about the world in general.
Here's a 3 from the right side, no good. Donovan got the rebound for the Tigers as he
nice
came
pass.
in. Here's Polash. He was losing his balance, but
Yeah.
picked up by Tyler Brewer, who came in. Now to Coots. Here we go with Brewer, making a move. Polash, free throw line, dips it off for a 3. Right side, no good. Rebound and a foul. The shot by Coots, no good. Devin Donovan gets the foul on the loose ball, going after the rebound. His first team.
That's all right. You got to let the visitors know you're there. Nothing wrong with a foul. Trailing 9-2, have yet to score from the floor, the Tigers.
So here come the Chargers making a move. Wow, nice pass underneath to Cooper Prisbilla, and he has 2. They did a nice job there.
On those ball screens, Coach Bradley, as in the interview, said they're going to go over the top on the screens. They're not going to switch them, but then you have to get help on that. And then they didn't help the helper.
Here's Brewer with it, makes a nice move in the lane.
Had a look.
Yeah, now he said double team, but he did get it out. Now to Coots, who takes a shot. Jumper no good. Donovan had it, lost it, fights for it, and it's out of bounds. So we'll go back to the KML Chargers. This is Ryan Thistle, as Marty said, their quarterback of the team. And he stops and goes over here to Bednar, drives the basket, lost control, but tips it out of the corner, and Bartell hits a 3.
Coach also talked in that interview about the closeouts. They really got to work on their closeouts. That was a good example of it right there.
There's Polash with a shot. Oh, in and out. Could have been fouled, too. There was contact. And a fast break the other way. And underneath the basket, throwing it up and in, is Henry Bednar. And before you blink, it's 16-2. The Tigers down with 13:49 remaining in the first half. And a timeout is taken.
Yeah, the last bust out, you have to have somebody back. If you're not crashing glass, you can't. Then there's no excuse to get beat down the court with an uncontested breakaway layup, and that's one of their big guys that was outrunning everybody with the ball. Wow.
Well, KML have been streaking down the floor, and Ripon has been kind of chasing behind them. And meanwhile, when they do set up their offense, they set some nice screens, make some nice passes, and they've had a couple of layups, also a couple threes.
They don't need a shot clock, that's for sure.
Yeah, right? All right, so Logan Polash will inbound it to Brewer, and Polash will get it in return. And now Carter Kissinger's in the game for the Tigers. There's Donovan, top of the circle. Going to make a move, gives it to Brewer, and there's a reach inside. And, we've talked about this foul all the time.
I just brought this up. Instead of this exploratory dribble and see what happens and pick up the dribble in the lane and be smothered and turn it over, run what they just did. Got the call.
There's a pass, tried to get it to Bradley, but knocked out of bounds by Thistle.
Yeah, heads on a swivel, guys. You better come. The way they play, you better come to the ball and meet the pass.
That's what Logan Polash did, and he received the inbounds.
I like Logan Polash's game in that he's one of the few guys on the team that can create offense off his own dribble.
Bad pass in there, and now a 3 from that left corner. Look out. And it's good once again.
I'm telling you, they must. All the teams that come in here, boys and girls, must be on Facebook friends or something, and they all talk about that corner.
That 3 was hit by Timothy Hanzelka. And Now a travel against the Tigers. Nothing going right for Ripon here early on.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see the travel, but it doesn't matter. He called it.
Well, I didn't see it either. I was looking down at the scoreboard here, or on my score sheet, and then the travel was called.
Okay.
So
what they need is a stop and a rebound, a one and done here.
So here we go. There's a three right side and short. And fighting for the rebound was Mink, but it was stolen away by Tyler Brewer. And he gets to Bradley for three on the wing left side, and that's good. Nice shot, Blake Bradley.
A deep three. That was from the eye in Ripon.
He had a good rhythm there and put it down.
Well, you just said it. That's what stepping into a shot can do.
Yep, absolutely. Now making a move to the baseline, stopping, but having to go back out was Jordan Wagner. Thistle, Wagner to the free throw line in the lane, lays it up too hard. Mink had it, lost it. Thistle picks it up. He's going to go and take it to the right side for a wide open three, and look at that, another one.
Well, they average, like I said, 9 threes a game, and they're well on their way.
They have four right now. Yeah. There's Blake Bradley with a move to the basket, and he draws a foul on Ryan Thistle.
That's going to be his second.
Yeah, second and the team's third. So Bradley out.
Second personal foul.
And let's see. Kaiser came in, and also Coots came in. The ball will be inbounded underneath their Ripon basket, left side. And there we go, inbounded. Now taking it to the hoop was Kissinger. Little fadeaway, no good. Mink fights for the rebound, but he couldn't control it and lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, he's got to take those mittens off.
Good effort, just couldn't grab it.
Yeah.
All right. 11:58 remaining in the first half, and it is a big lead for KML. Now making a move is Przybilla to the lane, goes back out. This is Przybilla again to the basket, lays it up and in, and he drew a foul. Wow.
They would have if they instituted a shot clock, KML would vote for an 8-second shot clock.
Yeah. Well, that foul, by the way, is going to be on Adam Mink, his first, team second. And Cooper Przybilla, he's a senior, and he missed the free throw, and running it down, good job, was Carson
Ripon's
Kaiser.
just getting out-quickened in every part of the game right now, particularly on defensive end.
There's Coots, the Kissinger. Right side is Tyler Brewer. Nice move down the lane was Carson Kaiser, but he had it blocked away.
Hey, you might want to do a little head-shoulder fake. Let the big go by.
Jacob Hess, the sophomore, knocked it away.
Yeah, well, you could see that happening before it happened.
Yeah. So Ripon's ball underneath the basket, right side.
Well-coached team, by the way. Lidner, Josh Lidner, good coach.
Josh Lidner.
Him and then coach for Plymouth also.
So Ripon will inbound it, and they have to go way it on top, and it's knocked away and then stolen by KML.
Wow.
In the lane to the right side, there's an open three short, but the rebound comes to Bednar, and then he put it up again, and he was fouled on his shot.
By Mink, I believe. Let's see.
Yep, Adam Mink. Now that's his second, third team. Will they call it on the rebound? They will, not on a shot.
That was a rebound.
So Devin Donovan will come in. Mink will go out. Bradley's back in. Polash back in. And the inbound goes on top to Bednar for KML. Driving to the free throw line, now dumping it out here to Cruz. Bednar again in the lane. Floater is good.
They're just getting beat off the dribble on those closeouts. Coach Bradley, I can't tell you how he stressed that. And wow.
All right, here we go. Caden Coots with it for the Tigers. Backing in, does a little fadeaway shot. Ooh. And it's no good. But the rebound now to the Chargers, and they charge down the floor. Into the lane, and trying to get something up was Hess, but he was tied up, but the Chargers retain possession.
Good job, Donahue.
And underneath the basket left side will be the Chargers. Almost stolen away by Donovan, but there's a three on the wing, no good. And Bradley, nice position, and a foul on KML.
Just goes to show you can't use the excuse, well, they're taller than us. No, if you box out like Bradley just demonstrated, you can get it to work in your favor. Nice job by the freshman.
Yeah. Timothy Hanzelka, his first foul, 4th team. All right, here's Logan Polash. Goes over to the right side now, and in the game is Reed Stolfus. Donovan underneath. Shot up, no good. The rebound out now to the Chargers, and here they come quickly. Here's Bednar. He's going to stop for a three, no good. Rebound hard off the rim, but run down.
They just are so quick.
By KML. That was Mason Moths. Now posting up and dumping it to that left corner. This one's no good, though. And the rebound by Hanzelka. He's going to go up with the left hand and put it up and in.
I love the relentlessness on the attacking the rim.
It's KML 28, Ripon 5. Polash with a nice drive, but he got stopped, hit a brick wall. Here's Stolfus.
He actually did have a shot there if he wanted.
Now Stolfus' pass is stolen away, and a layup up and in on the steal is Jonah Cruz, a sophomore. So here's Blake Bradley bringing across the timeline for the Tigers. Going over here to Logan Polash, wing right side. And he's going to go in the lane, but dimps it back out. Stolfus, Brewer, and right side Polash, three, in and out, no good. And Bednar the rebound.
Got a good look.
That he did, but it just wouldn't go. So now KML going in the lane, nobody's checking, but that was Mason Moths. He missed the shot, but Brewer got the Polash got the rebound. Now Bradley gets it, drives down to the baseline, shot up, no good, little floater. Quickly the other way, and it's a 2-on-2, but driving right to the basket and trying a shot was Jonah Cruz, and he was fouled.
Yeah, they're going to call Polash with the body. Yeah, it's just so athletically, just so much difference on the quickness and the relentlessness of the visitors. Man, they don't waste any time.
So let's see, Logan Polash, first personal and 4th team foul. 8:50 remaining in the first half. Let's see, Bradley out now and Coots in. The score is KML 31 and Ripon 5. At the line is Jonah Cruz. And he makes the second one. The official talking to Coach Bradley for a couple of seconds. And so I'm not sure what that's all about. Any idea, Marty?
No, but he's pointing his finger at him. That's never a good thing.
What does that indicate,
That's
Marty?
never a good thing.
It was the not the regular finger, right? The nice one?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here's Polash driving in the lane. Nice little shot up and good for Logan Polash.
Like I said, he's really one of the true players that can create his own shot off the dribble. Does it maybe the best on the team.
Here's Bednar now. Oh, losing control of the ball on a pass. Over there was Max Gleski.
One of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They average about a dozen turnovers per game.
I think that's probably the first
one. The Chargers, and only one I can think of.
Yeah, here's Polash now for Ripon. Over now to the right side, Coots. Bradley now with it. And goes over to Polash. He'll make a drive into the lane, dumps it off, nice to Donovan, but Donovan couldn't get a shot off, so he dumped it back out to Stolfus. Stolfus to Coots, Coots to Bradley, and there's a foul. That foul, by the way, is going to be on Ty Speth. He is a sophomore, his first, team's 5th, with 8:04 remaining in the first half. So Blake Bradley will inbound it, goes over now to Logan Polash. Makes a move with Coots. Coots at the free throw line, back out, almost stolen away. Stolfus was able to run it down. And Stolfus looking and gets it to Coots again. He'll drive the lane. Tried to pass it, but it was stolen away. And quickly the other way. Good hustle by Devin Donovan from behind.
Stole it, knocked it into Polash's hands.
And Polash takes a drive, but his shot was blocked away. And KML will come back the other way again, leading this one 32-7. And here's a streaking Bednar across the lane, and he drew a foul. I don't know if they have Reed Stolfus guarding Bednar, but that is going to be a major disadvantage for Ripon.
Yeah, well, they just don't match up.
Caden Coots got the foul there, his first, team's fifth of the half. And we'll inbound it. KML will. And they get it here now to Wagner, who makes a move, but a whistle and a foul. And that
Coots
foul,
was thinking it's the last football game, but nope, it's round ball.
Second on Caden Coots, sixth team, and KML will inbound it again. And they get it now here to Wagner. Goes back out to Moss. Moss to Wagner. All the way to the left corner again. And they'll make a move to the free throw line, but stop is Speth, and he traveled with it.
Well, what I've noticed right here, right now, that group of five for the Tigers is playing the best. That was the best sequence of defense they played since this game started.
All right. So here comes Ripon the other way.
See if they can build off of that.
See if they can get a basket here. Blake Bradley. Over now to Kaiser. Brewer, that's Kissinger. Now to Bradley again. Goes to the lane. Does a little fake around, but had it knocked away.
Nice steal.
And here come the Chargers. Underneath, little reverse, up and in. Beautiful shot.
And he saw him, his teammate that fed him that, saw him way before that happened.
Samuel Karstensen, the sophomore. He put it up and in on the reverse. There's Tyler Brewer with a shot at the line, no good. Blake Bradley will run down the rebound as it came off the rim rather hard. And now Kaiser again, and he traveled with the ball. So we're at 6:23 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, they came out and metaphorically punched Ripon right in the nose to start this game.
Yeah, they haven't really let up much. Yeah,
and they've never gotten into it. That's a travel.
And is it a travel once again by Ty Speth, the sophomore? So Ripon will get a break there. Logan Polash comes in, and Carson Kaiser goes out. Tyler Brewer will inbound the ball.
Nice to see a referee that goes back and calls travels from the 1950s.
Right. Bob Cousy never traveled, I know that. Well, there's a pass that goes out of bounds. Again, the player was cutting.
That's right. He only played home games. He refused. It was in his contract. I'm not traveling. Yeah, I'm not traveling away. Oh, you mean traveling with the ball?
Yes, with the ball, yeah. Well, you know, Bob Cousy, the best of the 1950s for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's a nice running floater.
Pretty
nice
running teardrop.
Jake Bartelt, a sophomore for the Chargers.
Well, he was the first one to start the game. I think he put him on the board first.
Okay, here's Brewer. He's on the wing right side looking. We'll go to Polash again. Polash to Bradley. Trying to back in. Goes to Polash. He'll take the three. Why not? Hit it! Way to go, Logan Polash. And we have a timeout on the floor. Ripon will take a 30. Our score with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Kettle Moraine Lutheran 36, Ripon 10. And that's where we are at this point. So
around the conference tonight. Where is that stat? Here we go. This is, speaking of the upper echelon I mentioned earlier, this is first place Waupun is at Plymouth tonight. Plymouth with only one loss. That's going on tonight. Berlin is stepped out of conference play tonight. They're home against Adams Friendship, a team that will be going to in their conference in the South Central Conference next season. And then Kewaskum And with their 2-4 conference record at Winneconne, who's 1-5. That's what's going on other than this game.
So the Chargers are moving the ball around after the timeout. They're at the left side, bringing it over to the top, driving to the free throw line. There's a three, and it's good. Wow. Jordan Wagner, the senior, hits that.
Sound team, you know, we talked about the Kettle Moraine girls.
Yeah.
Which is a machine.
Bradley, free throw line. Polash goes in the lane.
Yeah, he went with a low dribble below the knee to avoid the steal.
There's Tyler Brewer for three, and he hits one from the left side.
You know, you look at Brewer, you look at Bradley, you look at Polash.
And an offensive foul. Devin Donovan showing defensive skills, and he drew a charge.
Yeah, he's took a page out of the Mayhem. Out of Noldoff. Adlin Noldoff.
Yeah, he's kind of the male version of Mayhem, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They should be wearing the same color shoes.
Yeah. No, he's a hustler out there. And
I love his play.
I do too.
He just as soon as chew the wood on the floor than have a nice steak.
All right. Okay, Polash backing in. We'll go back out now to Kissinger. Drives. Bradley, three. No good. Donovan got the rebound for the Tigers.
There you
Now
go.
Polash, left side three. No good.
Oh.
Donovan again. Up and he missed the shot, but he drew the foul. Devin Donovan putting on a little clinic there on the offensive end.
You know, right now you look at your coaching staff for Ripon. They really got to be proud of the effort of the players here in the last 3-4 minutes of action. They
were numbed early.
They've turned it up. Yeah, they've picked themselves up off the floor, and now they're turned it up a little bit, playing with a lot more passion, I think is what I would describe that as. And a little tenacity.
Well, Devin missed the first, so he'll get one more. And let's see, that will also be no good. Unfortunately, Jonah Cruz runs down the rebound for the Chargers. Making a nice baseline move and dishing it off, up and in. The shot by Jacob Hess, and the dish there by Jordan Wagner. Making now to the baseline is Kissinger. Almost ran out of room, but got it to Bradley, to Brewer, to
Kissinger,
Polash.
good breaks.
Polash backing in, lost his footing, got it to Brewer and gets it back. Gonna make a move. Backing in, goes now to Bradley for a three. No good. And Devin Donovan knocked it out of bounds, out of the defender's hands of KML, but it does go to the Chargers.
Well, if anything, it takes away the fast break.
Yeah, right. So here comes KML. Bringing the ball up here now to Jacob Hess, another sophomore. Tried to go underneath, but Devin Donovan knocked it away.
Great job of knowing where your man and where the ball is. Good job, Donovan.
Here goes Bradley to Polash. Back to Bradley. There's a three. No good.
Boy,
Donovan fights for the rebound, and he had it, but he stepped out of bounds.
This is about as energetic and effective, crashing the glass, knocking the ball away, getting steals that I've seen Donovan since the first game we did this year when our old foe from the old conference, the Foxes of Omro, came in here.
Well, he's getting some extended minutes, and he's earned them.
Why not?
Absolutely. All right, now KML into the lane, but going to dump it to that left corner, but no shot this time, just a drive. The shot is up, no good, and the rebound is taken away and put up by Jordan Wagner, and he drew a foul.
Should be on Donovan.
I think so. He was kind of out.
No, is he calling it?
Yeah, he's kind of a good basket and a foul. And I think Donovan the guy was a lot taller than he was, and he just took it away from him. Yeah. So for Donovan, that's going to be his second personal, the team's seventh. So KML will be in the bonus.
Or did they call that on Polash?
No. Oh, yeah, maybe they did. They did, yeah.
They did, which is odd to me.
They did. My beg your pardon. Polash's second, team seventh. So we'll make a note of that for Devin if he comes in and gets another foul. He only has the one. All right. So here's Kissinger now. We're at the 2:35 mark.
They need somebody else to step up with that energy that Donovan just went to sit down with in terms of defense and in terms of rebounding.
Polash goes through a couple but dumps it off, and the shot is blocked. But Kaiser gets his own rebound off the blocked shot, dribbles it off past the baseline. Over now to Kissinger, who makes a move. Nice move. Shot no good. Mink almost had the rebound, but it was taken away.
Kaiser's an athlete that happens to play basketball.
By Wagner, yeah, and Wagner now gets it down to the side to Przybilla. Left corner, makes a move, little shot, in and out, no good.
Oh.
The rebound up, no good again by Wagner, and this time
Mink
came away with the ball.
Yeah.
So a good rebound by Mink. Now Polash three left side, no good. Rebound out of there to KML.
Better
and
stop
quickly.
ball.
And riding to coast is the Chargers. And they put it up and in was Jake Bartelt.
That's where you're missing a guy like Donovan. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, Bartelt just went coast to coast. Nobody stopped him. Here's Kissinger now over here to Kaiser. Left side, Brewer, why not take the three? No good. Mink had it, lost it.
There's a foul.
And a foul on KML on the loose ball. All right. It's a bonus for Ripon. The foul is going to be on number 13, Jonah Cruz. His first, team's 8th. And Adam Mink will shoot 1+1 if made.
This is all about development. This is what we're seeing here tonight, getting the players in that he's getting in and rotating. Coach Bradley for the Tigers. This is about just trying to play hard against a superior opponent and match their level of intensity. You definitely learn from something. You learn from that. You begin to understand what it takes as a complete effort by a team.
Mink made the first, missed the second. Here's KML, Jake Bartelt coming. Dipping it off here to Wagner. Now driving the lane, laying it up and in is Cooper Przybilla.
Lane so wide open.
Now Ripon the other way. Bradley, wow, that's a long three. Missed it. Mink tried to get
Ripon
it.
Ball.
Knocked out of bounds, and they said that Mink hit it last.
Yeah.
All right. So here comes the Chargers. Under a minute now. We're at the 50-second mark. And KML could hit the 50-point mark here with a basket. Driving the lane and dumping it into the corner was Wagner. Now a shot, no good. Oh, rebound by KML. Another rebound by KML and a foul by Caden Coots.
Can you imagine what the number there is right now of offensive rebounds?
Yeah.
They must have 15 at least.
So Caden Coots, that is his third personal. It's the 8th team, but Jordan Wagner will get 2 free throws here for KML. And the first one is good. So Devin Donovan comes back into the game for the Tigers. Coots with the 3 fouls goes out. And with one more free throw, KML will hit 50 in the half, averaging 70 on the season. And they make that one. Jordan Wagner's had a good first half. All right, so here comes Carson Kaiser down the lane here. Right side, gonna push it over to Blake Bradley. Bradley looking to go one-on-one, gonna try and get it up, but it's blocked away nicely by Przybilla. And Przybilla tried to pass it in, but it was knocked away by Stolfus. Donovan picks it up, gets it to Bradley. Bradley shot no good, and then Adam Mink follows with the rebound and a foul. He makes the basket.
Once again, Donovan makes his presence known with the theft down at the other end. He needs some teammates to jump on that same wagon.
So Jonah Cruz gets the foul. That's his second personal. And it's the 9th team. 6.3 seconds remain in the first half. And the shot is no good. Run down by Jacob Hess. Got to hurry. And it's going to be a three, no good, by Jordan Wagner. And we are now at halftime. Well, our score at the half, Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 50, Ripon Tigers have 16. And let's go to some of the scoring here. We'll first start with KML. Timothy Hanzelka has 5. Cooper Prisbilla has 9. Jake Bartelt has 9. Jonah Cruz 3. Jordan Wagner has 9. Samuel Karstensen 2. Jacob Hess 2. Henry Bednar has 9.
Wow.
For the Ripon Tigers with 16, Tyler Brewer with 3. Blake Bradley has 5. Logan Polash 5. Adam Mink has 3. And that's what we have for you, 50-16 here at the half.
Wow. Are we going to step away?
Let's step away, and then we'll come back here in just a little bit. If Nyla, did you hear that? We'll step away. Okay, and we'll come back in just a couple of minutes. And welcome back to Ripon High School. We're glad that you've joined us here at youtube.com/Ripon Channel. And it is halftime here between the Ripon Tigers and the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. And it has been all Chargers here in this first half as they lead the Tigers by a score of 50-16. And Marty, this Chargers team, up and down the floor, they're quick, they're tall, they shoot pretty well.
Yeah, other than that, they're not very good.
Yeah, we talked about the averaging 9 threes during the contest, and let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, they have 5 of them, so they're on their way to 9. And this is a team that is pretty darn good.
Yeah, we just got we saw what their counterpart, the girls team, was all about, and they're fun to watch. And I said the same thing about the girls ball club. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're good basketball is enjoyable for people that appreciate good play, and that's what they bring to the table. There's really no weakness there. Their transition is about the best we've seen in the gym this year. How quick they go with the transition from the rebound down to scoring at the other end. They did it throughout the entire first half in a very efficient fashion.
Now, there was moments there in the first half of the Tigers where they had a group of 5 in there where the energy was high. Now, they may not have gotten, the offensive points, but the energy was high, and it really looked like, they were after the ball.
I made that comment, and they D'd up. That was the first thing you noticed on the defensive side of things, which is an area they need to get more physical and grow into. Another year of maturation physically will help this team for Ripon. But yeah, they manned up, and they finally got them to slow up their game and run half court offense.
Yeah,
and then I can't say enough about Donovan. I mean, he took some sort of a pill. No, he does. And he just he's taking it personal, right? I mean, that's how you have to play with an attitude and somewhat of a chip on one's shoulder, and he's doing a good job of that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he really has.
They're being manhandled, to say the least, tonight. But like I said, this is now. So what are you looking to do? I mean, you look at the scoreboard. These players know what's going to happen when that buzzer sounds to end this game. So you're looking at what can we do? How can we play better? How can we play stronger, more physical, more aggressive? On the defensive end is what I'm looking for Ripon in this second half. I want to see what they're going to do on defense and who's going to step up, and can they match the intensity? Can a couple other guys put on the Donovan cape?
And it's obviously up to Coach Bradley to identify those players that are going to be out there and are going to work their tails off.
Yeah,
in a game of this magnitude.
Yeah, and everybody can see it, right? I mean, it's the eye test, so everybody can see who's busting it. So we'll see. Bradley's taking good shots. His 3-point shot is surrounding the rim. That's how shooting goes in basketball. Yeah. So nothing new there.
Do you have any numbers for us tonight, Marty, or are you a little low on the numbers?
I didn't do my trivia. I'm always looking for a subject matter of something that didn't. Wasn't able to do that. But I can tell you. What can I tell you? The next game. How about what's going on for Monday? This coming Monday. Hey, February 3rd. We're going to be in February.
I know, right? Starting tomorrow,
Yeah, and so Monday, Kettle Moraine Lutheran is going to be home against St. Thomas More. You were talking about a lot of the private schools and large schools. And then Ripon will be playing Tuesday, February 4th. They're going to be home. We're going to bring you that game. Is it Berlin on Tuesday? So, our friends from Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin on Tuesday, absolutely. And then Friday is Winnicott.
Yes.
All right. Well, meanwhile, we are in the Tigers' den, and the score is the Chargers 50, the Tigers 16. And the Tigers are going to start with Bradley, Polash, Coots, Kaiser, and Mink. They're starting 5. For KML, they'll start with Prisbilla, Thistle, Bartelt, Wagner, and Bednar. They're starting 5. Ripon will get the ball to begin the second half. So here's Blake Bradley with it over to Polash. Bradley, nice to Mink inside. Shot no good, but he drew the foul. What a nice play to start the second half.
Set play, you got your 2 perimeter guards playing catch on the perimeter, and then Mink slid down the lane line, and they found him on a quick pass.
The foul was by Henry Bednar, the junior, his first, team's first of the half. Adam Mink gets 2 free throws. He makes the first one, and he has 4 points here this evening, and he will get 1 more. If he makes this one, he'll be 3 out of 4 at the free throw line this evening.
He'll make it.
And he certainly does. Way to go, Adam. No, it's a good start for the Tigers.
Nice set play is what that was.
So here goes Thistle over to Prisbilla. Right side, there's a 3, and no good. Rebound is run down, though, by Carson Kaiser.
Good box out by Mink.
Now to Bradley. Kaiser. Polash drives, goes to Bradley. Free throw line, turns around, shot in the lane is good.
Ripping off to a 4-0, done start.
I guess that's kind of how you have to look at it. Just 0-0, and we'll start it over again. Here's a nice little reverse.
Nice block.
But block.
By Ripon.
Yep.
Outlet by Mink. 2-on-2.
To Polash. Now, nice shot is up by Coots, and a foul.
It was 2-on-2, and then Coots came shooting down Main Street. Nice find by his teammate.
Good job by Mink. Polash. Coots drew the foul on Cooper Prisbilla. His second, team second, 2 free throws, and the first one's good by Caden Coots. His first points of the evening. He'll get 1 more. And yeah, what is it, a 5? It'll be 6-0 run to start the second half if he makes it, and he does.
Nice. Backspin.
All right, 50-22. Over to the right side now is Bednar for the Chargers. Goes here to Prisbilla. Right side, making a drive. Lost control of the ball was Jake Bartelt. Turnover to the Tigers. And what do we have now? Oh, they're going to double check it.
No. Don't do it, ref. That wasn't touched.
No kidding. Let's see. What are they going to do? No, they're going to keep it with Ripon.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Just keep walking, ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep walking.
Don't understand why he would have double checked. This official was pretty sure, and we were all pretty sure. All right, Bradley.
Pretty sure is good enough in a town this size.
Exactly. There's Mink with it. Over to Bradley. Goes now to Kaiser. Bradley fakes a 3, goes baseline. He'll have to go back out to Polash. Drives the lane. Goes to Kaiser to the right side underneath the basket. He goes up, and he's got it.
Isn't it something? The first Ripon player tonight in the game that I've seen use the head shoulder fake, get the guy up in the air, and then go up for the shot.
And the Chargers quickly the other way. Bednar drove to the basket, but tried to pass it underneath, and it was knocked away by the Tigers.
Nice job, Carson Kaiser.
And the Chargers will inbound underneath their basket.
No cheap ones here on the inbounds. Has to go on top.
And it does get inbounded to the free throw line. Now over to the right side is Wagner. Outside, shot no good. And what do we have now?
He's going to call
a foul on Mink
on that 3-point shot.
Wow.
Really?
That shot, I mean, he was so far away from the 3-point line, but Mink got called for it. That's his third, and it's the first team. So Henry Bednar gets 3 free throws.
I'm leaving him out there.
Yeah, he might just as well. And he makes the first one. Their first points here of the second half.
He's going to put in Donovan.
Oh, yep. Looks like Devin Donovan is going to come in, the 6-foot sophomore. Has to wait 1 more free throw.
Nothing wrong with Donovan for the Tigers on the court because good things have been happening when Donovan's on the court. That's a tough break for Mink.
Yeah, that it is.
Must have got him on the shooting hand on the follow-through. The
second shot by Bednar was no good, so here's his third one. And this one looks good, and it is.
Think these refs have been together for a year or two?
It could be.
Or a decade or 3. Yeah, they've been together a long time is my guess.
Here's Polash going over now to Coots with it. Oh, his pass is stolen away. It's going to be dished off, but a foul before the shot.
And he didn't shoot; he was passing. So let's see how they do it. You just can't make that pass. I mean, you got to wait for Bradley to come out because you're sinking. They're on the same line, and I don't understand. You got to think about that.
It was Thistle with the steal.
Well,
he tried to dip it to Priscilla.
It was self-defense for Thistle to catch it.
So the foul was on Carson Kaiser, his first, team second. And Ripon the other way. There's Polash for a 3. Got it! Logan Polash.
Good job by Coots, Caden Coots, to just wait and then catch his teammate Polash just following up the play.
His second 3 of the game for Logan. Now the other way. Here's a 3, and it's hard off the rim. And Polash gets it to Bradley. Bradley almost had it stolen, gets it back to Polash. Over now to Coots, who makes a drive. Was stopped, but still going. Now he stopped his dribble. Bounce pass. Polash wanted to shoot. Goes back to Coots. Drives into the lane. Shot good by Caden Coots.
Nice run by Ripon.
It's a 13-2 run by the Tigers to start this second half. Gets him a little confidence here. Driving to the basket was Jake Bartelt. Had it knocked away, but a foul.
Both the Ripon High School girls and boys have to defensively find a way to get better at closing off the lane defensively. It's just that when you're able to get the ball into the lane, whether they're playing defense or zone or man-to-man, it just all of a sudden it exposes the defense. It usually spells bad news for the defense when your opposition has that ball right there in the lane so easily.
Blake Bradley was called for the foul, his first, team's third of the half. The first free throw was good by Jake Bartelt. He gets a second. And this one is also good. 14:48 remains in the second half. Chargers 54, Tigers 29. Tyler Brewer's into the game for Ripon. Goes over to Polash now, and that's Bradley. Left side, Brewer. He's on the baseline. Jump pass is out of there. That's Carter Kissinger. Bradley's pass knocked away and knocked away again. And Bradley gets it back, lays it up on a drive to the basket. Good.
That's a tough shot. That's something you practice a lot.
So this is Cooper Prisbilla with it. KML a little bit on their heels, but still with a comfortable lead of 23 points. And now a Ripon foul on the defense.
What are you thinking about his shoes?
Which one?
Bednar.
Bednar, I like him.
Yeah. I mean, that's traveling trophy goes to that guy tonight.
Foul was on Donovan, by the way, his third, team's fourth. Bednar for 3, no good. An air ball, but picked up there by Cooper Prisbilla of the Chargers.
Probably the glare off those shoes.
Maybe too much bounce.
Good job by Donovan.
Making a drive to the basket was Jordan Wagner, and he got fouled as he went up for the shot on the left baseline.
Foul's been called on Kissinger, number 1.
So Carter Kissinger gets the foul. That's his first, and it's the team's 5th here in this half. And that means 2 more free throws for KML, and at the line is 23, Jordan Wagner. And his first one is good.
So like I said earlier, Waupun, first place Waupun is at second place Plymouth tonight. So big opportunity for the Panthers to give Waupun their first loss. But quite frankly, I don't know if anybody's going to give Waupun boys a loss.
Here's the second one, also good. So here comes Ripon, trailing 56-31. Here's Polash on the baseline right side. Going to dribble back out.
He can go one-on-one.
And that's what he did. Lays it up and in. A nice little bunny shot there.
Nice way to just dissect the play and take what the defense gave him.
Good
Nice
job,
finish.
Logan Polash. He's had a good night tonight. Got 10 points. Now driving to the basket. Up.
Nice block.
Blocked. Nice job by the Tigers. And Ripon comes away with the ball. Over to Brewer. Left baseline. Bounce pass inside to Donovan. It was blocked away from him, though. No foul was called. But he stayed with it. Boy, I don't know.
You got two different games being called down on the baseline by the two different officials.
Now into the lane. Little bunny shot, no good by Wagner. And on the loose ball, it's a foul on
that's gonna go,
KML.
It's going to go against 20. I can't see his
23,
number.
Jordan Wagner.
Okay.
Bradley, number 22, comes in for the Tigers.
So for Wagner, second personal and third team foul. Polash goes out, and let's see, I think Caden Coots came in for him. So here's Coots with the ball.
I was glad to see Ripon had
Now
a
steal. Thistle driving it up, lays it up, and in, and he drew the foul for Ryan Thistle. His first points of the game. I'm sorry, Marty.
No, it's all right. What I was just going to make the comment that it's good to see the Ripon team have caffeine in the locker room at halftime because they're playing, there's a lesson to be learned from that too. Ripon's playing so much harder right now than the first half, collectively.
They're down 59-33, but they are outscoring KML in this second half. There's Caden Coots with it in the lane. He's going to do a little fadeaway, and he hit it for Caden Coots.
Well, don't say that like you're surprised.
I'm trying, just using some enthusiasm. That wasn't a question mark. It was an exclamation point. So now the Chargers with it. Here's Thistle inside, backing up, but dishing it off, and a shot is no good. But the rebound taken by Blake Bradley.
Yeah, off the head of his opponent.
There's Coots again. Brewer three, wing right side, good for Tyler Brewer. His second three of the night.
There's a lesson to be learned by both teams right now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because KML seems to have taken the foot off the gas, up by 36, now only up by 21. But it's still 21. It's a big, deep hole.
Yeah, we're not thinking about coming back and winning this game. We're just thinking about playing good basketball.
There's a steal by Bradley, but he threw it too far ahead of Tyler Brewer, who made a good hustle to try and pick it up.
Yeah, he needed some air under that.
Yeah. Adam Mink comes back in. Carter Kissinger goes out. And KML will inbound the ball in the backcourt. So here's Ryan Thistle with it, walking it up for the Chargers. Goes right side, the baseline, little floater, no good. Oh, the rebound by Wagner, who was fouled on the put-up.
Well, let's hope they call it on Donovan, but it is. Yeah. Better have 3 on both those guys versus 4 on Mink, who just came in, barely got his feet on the floor.
Yeah, so Donovan's third, team 7th, so KML's already in the bonus this early in the second half with 11 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the second half. Wagner makes his free throw, the first one.
Kaiser, number 12, back in for the Tigers.
They're fighting their way back in this, and Bradley's had an off night of shooting tonight.
Yeah,
and they're still fighting they're back into this offensively. If he can start to feel it down the stretch here.
So here's Tyler Brewer with it. Over to Carson Kaiser. His pass back to Brewer. Drives the baseline, stops, had it stolen away. Nice steal there.
That ball was out of bounds.
That's
Everybody's
what I thought
yelling.
too,
It was out of bounds.
There's Thistle, and a backdrop pass for a 3 to Jacob Hess was no good. It goes out of bounds, Ripon's ball. Yeah, I think it was out too.
Yeah, the problem with that is it's that official that has made calls, and then to miss that one. Got to get with it.
Yeah, what do you want for your $75, right?
Is that what I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
Yeah.
just guessing.
Yeah. Probably something like that. Maybe even more.
Probably more, yeah. Here's Polash in the lane. Going to go back out to Coots. And he's going to drive but dribble it off his leg out of bounds to the Charger.
That's why I don't like my guards. If I was still coaching, I don't like my guards dribbling with their back to the rim. You can't see anything.
All right, Ryan Thistle will bring it up here for the Chargers. And he's going to dump it off into the lane. Back again now to Wagner.
Good defense here by Ripon.
There's Thistle again, dumping it off. Making a move was Jonah Cruz in the lane and finding him underneath.
Fine.
And the shot was good. That was Timothy Hanzelka.
They do such a good job.
Jacob Hess.
Lynn, they do such a good job on Polash's miss on the three. Such a good job of when they realize they're double teamed, the guy that's open finds a spot that they can get him the ball. Ooh. That's good basketball as he buries that three.
Jordan Wagner hits another three. Now it's 66-38.
A game of runs basketball.
Yep. So here we go with Kaiser. Goes to Mink on the right baseline. Shot is no good.
Nice little no-look flick of the ball.
Here's Wagner again making a move to the baseline. He dumps it off into the lane, but it's stolen away. That's Polash. And it's a timeout when Polash had possession on the floor.
If that referee was going to call traveling, I was going to run down there and jump on him.
I was thinking the same thing.
I said, don't you dare.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. Well, that timeout comes with 9 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this second half. And our score is the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 66 and the Ripon Tigers 38. And for clarification, the Tigers have outscored KML in the second half 22-16.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree.
And it's just they're playing harder.
Well,
you know, I didn't even normally I'll get the update on area teams that are ranked in top 10 in the state by division, and I just
what'd you do? Take a nap today, Marty? Or
you know,
what?
I wish I had. There will be a time that I will be doing power naps later in the summer when I'm working at the golf course, but not now.
You're not getting up at 4 o'clock now, huh?
No. Because I get up like a dairy farmer. I have a whole new appreciation of dairy farmers since I started working at the golf course.
I can believe that. Yeah, getting up that early is not always a lot of fun. So anyway, the Tigers go to Bradley, right corner for three. Good, Blake Bradley.
Well, I mentioned that Tigers were getting these points without the services of the typical shooting prowess of Bradley. And maybe that's a sign of good things to come for him and the Tigers.
Now trying to dump it in the lane was Wagner. Bad pass and stolen away by Ripon.
Well, it was deflected, It was deflected and stolen by Ripon.
Now Bradley in the baseline left throws it up. Good! Blake Bradley.
Yep, he's feeling it now, folks.
He's had a good second half with 9 points.
You ever had that feeling, Lynn, where you out there on the court with the ball, you feel like no matter what you put up, you know what's going in because the rim looks about the size of a swimming pool?
You know, not for about 35 years I haven't, I guess.
Only 35, yeah. It's about 65 years for me, so...
Now finding underneath into the lane is KML, dumping it back out now to Cruz.
That's a good closeout by Bradley.
Cruz goes to Hanzelka for three, no good. Rebound Bradley, but it was stolen away by Cruz. He lays it up and in, and he drew a foul.
No basket. It'll be on the floor.
Nope, the basket is good by Jonah Cruz.
You're kidding me.
No. And the foul is going to be on Devin Donovan. Is it? No, he's not even out there. Who's the foul on?
Coach Bradley's talking to that ref right now, saying the same thing I said. He cannot believe that he's calling that shooting.
Yeah, I don't know who the foul is on. The scoreboard hasn't put it on, and I missed it. Anyway, the free throw is no good, and Adam Mink got the rebounds for Ripon. And Tyler Brewer brings it down to Polash. Polash will go cross court into the lane. Brewer gets it back for a three.
Looks good.
No good. Mink, the offensive rebound, up and in.
Yeah. Mink took a can of spinach at halftime as well.
And it's down to 23 points from 36. So here we go. KML, wing right side, making a move into the lane. He was tripped, and they're going to call it a foul on a block. So let's see who that's going to be on. Oh, it's going to be on Polash.
He's the one that got him.
His third personal, and it's what, the 8th team foul. So it'll be a bonus for the Chargers.
So Donovan with his 3 fouls will re-enter for Ripon.
Donovan's back. Yeah. And who do we have shooting? Is that Thistle? I think so. And it's good. So Ryan Thistle will get a second one, as this is the bonus throw. 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the second half.
How many total seconds is that, Lind? Any idea?
Well,
4,200. Here we go.
Well, 420 plus 30
plus the change.
Yeah. So I'd say about 450 seconds, somewhere in that area. Ball's knocked out of bounds by KML. Ripon will get it in front of their fans here, the student section. They go way to the backcourt to Blake Bradley.
They hit their average with 70 points, the Chargers.
Polash with it. Goes over to Donovan. Donovan looking to make a move. Free throw. Oh, 2 Tigers bumped into each other. Polash and Brewer.
And they're going to call the grab on
Thistle, yeah. So Brewer and Polash going in the same direction, and they both went down.
Yeah, they're both shooting out to receive the pass.
Don't see that every game.
No, in fact, never. It tells me they're not standing.
The foul, by the way, was on Ryan Thistle.
Yep.
His 4th, by the way, and 4th team. So here's Polash getting it to Mink. Baseline, he tries to drive in, and Jordan Wagner will get called for a foul, a little push-off.
With that aggressiveness by Mink forced the defender to have to put his hands on him, both hands. And that's what drew the whistle. Oh, that's Andy Bradley is putting.
Oh, nice job, Blake Bradley, 3.
Hey, Andy Bradley just put my inbounds play that when I was coaching him in grade school. That was our 3 ball.
Well, it worked. Set up a large
I haven't seen that used since my daughters were playing.
They put up a large team screen, and Bradley got the ball, put it up and in. Now, following up is Timothy Hanzelka, and he missed the first shot, got the rebound, and then was fouled on the floor. And that's Devin Donovan, who got his 4th personal.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, well, and it's the 10th team. So now.
And I say my inbounds play, I stole that from Hugh Roberts and Randolph. Yeah, I did. They beat us in the 7th grade game with that play.
So let's see. It's going to be, I think, a bonus. They have 10 team fouls on there, but it is going to be 2. All right, double bonus for the rest of the game for KML. The shot is no good by Hanzelka, who's a junior and has 5 points tonight. 6:37 remains in the second half. That second one's good.
So what they do, you line 4 across, and then the shooter backs up, then you close it, and then the defense can't get through for the shooter.
And it worked perfectly that time. Now, in the lane is Mink on a fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Bednar. Quickly the other way to Cruz. Cruz will hand it off. Bednar. There's a 3, and it's good by Jordan Wagner.
Boy, when he's like lining that up like a putt, he's deadly.
Averaging 17. He has more than that tonight. He's got 3 threes. And Brewer tried to get it to Bradley, but it was knocked out of bounds as Bradley did a little fake.
Get the olive oil off that ball.
Yeah, a little fake there.
I want to commend the Ripon effort coming out in the second half, trailing by 3 dozen?
36, yep.
And coming back and fighting with some pride and a lot of grit.
Now ball's inside. I thought that was a held ball.
Oh, held ball. And then that happens. How do you not call a held ball?
Well, there was no held ball called, and then the loose change came out to Jake Bartelt, who
nice
drove
finish.
in, and he finished with an underhand, and he put it up and in, and he was fouled.
Yeah, pretty basket.
Because Mink had the held ball there with Wagner, I believe, and what do we have now? Ripon's getting called to the bench, but there's no timeout, is there?
Well, he's got to make a substitution.
Yeah.
He makes a substitution, and I would take my time with these refs.
It was Devin Donovan's foul. That's his fifth. That's what was taking place. I didn't realize that the foul was on Devin.
Bartelt comes alive, shooting
5:50 remains. 76-48. Kettle Moraine Lutheran. And it's good. By Jake Bartelt. There's Bradley for three, left side. Good. Blake Bradley.
He heated it up. Now they need get a few stops here. Now, get this below 20.
There's KML working on it.
Good denial by Coots.
Karstensen, three, no good. Mink rebound. He's got it, fighting for it. And it's a timeout by the Tigers with 5:25 remaining.
Mink's become a monster on the boards this whole second half.
Yeah, he has.
Where he really struggled in the first half. And like I said, those boys had some caffeine at halftime and maybe even a couple of cans of Popeye spinach, and they just came out and played really, really well.
So with the timeout, it's again KML 77, Ripon 51. And Ripon, you've said it before, Marty, they really came out with some vinegar for sure, and they're playing the way you kind of wish they would have started in the first half.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say the first part.
Well, that's why I said something.
Yeah, it's something in vinegar.
Something in vinegar, and they have, and you can feel good about your effort when this game is finally comes to its conclusion. You can feel good at okay, guys. Now this is how you have to play all the time. Not once in a while, not sometimes, not when you feel like it. And they're doing it a little shorthanded too. With I know a couple of the players aren't feeling well, a little under the weather, and another player with concussion protocol is out. Well, let's see if they can keep it going.
All right, so the Tigers have it on the offensive end, and there was a turnover. Tried to get the ball to Bradley in the corner.
Yeah. Coming out of a timeout, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, right?
Yep. Bartelt here to Hanzelka. KML on the dribble. Back here to Hanzelka. Tried to get inside on a pass by Bednar, but it was knocked away by Mink. Good job on the defense. But KML will inbound underneath their basket, right side. Gets it in, and dunked it down was Henry Bednar on a nice inbounds play. Here we go now to Kissinger.
Hopefully they can answer that with a basket here.
Bradley faked the three, goes left. Coots with it to Tyler Brewer. And Brewer's driving, and he was fouled. Yep. That foul by Henry Bednar. Only the, sixth team foul of the half. So Ripon will have one more before they can get into the bonus. As Blake Bradley gets the ball in the backcourt, brings it to the front court to Coots. He stops his dribble, looking, and he had it knocked away, but then Coots stole it back.
Yeah.
And he will.
Passing angles, fellas. They're overplaying the passing lane, which means the lane is open, too. Look for backdoor cuts.
Brewer to Coots again. Here's Bradley. Brewer for three, right side, no good. Rebound off the rim to KML quickly. Here is Bednar to the basket. Reverse, good. Wow.
Pretty play.
Pretty play, yep.
High off the window.
He put just the right amount of English spin on the ball for sure. All right, so Bradley will have it. Wants to get to Brewer. He does. And Brewer will go over here to Kissinger. Posting up is Mink to the basket. Shot good. And a foul. So, good strong move by Adam Mink with 3:38 remaining in the second half.
If I'm Mink, I kind of would have walked by him and said, how'd that taste?
Well,
but just so that the officials don't hear it.
Yeah, well,
there's a lot of gamesmanship going on out there. Then again, given the fact that those refs are probably about my age, I don't think they'd hear it anyway.
Maybe not.
No. As long as they got good eyes.
So Adam Mink will get the and one free throw right now.
Yeah, so we'll be back in action Tuesday.
All right, here's
Berlin comes into town with this take on the Ripon boys.
Missed it.
Ripon had Ripon girls last night over Berlin, an outstanding upset win for sure over their arch rival, Berlin.
In the lane, tried to bounce past it, but
no.
Bradley ended up kicking it.
That's too bad because that was not a kick. When the ball hits a stationary foot, it's a judgment call.
Yeah.
That was not a kick.
He just passed the ball to his foot.
The bounce pass was a bad pass.
Officials call that a kick, and it comes back out.
Oh, almost
stolen.
Yeah.
Now a three, top of the circle. In and out, no good. And Polash comes away with the rebound for the Tigers. Here's Kaiser with it. Now to Polash. Free throw line jumper. No good.
Good
rebound.
Take.
Mink kept
great
it alive.
job.
And Bradley picks it up.
He tried to bump him.
Polash for three. No good. And Mink over the back on the loose ball.
What an effort by Mink tonight in the second half. Man, he really came to play. Is that his fourth?
It's his fourth personal. And we go to the other side now for two free throws.
3 minutes.
KML. Yep, 3:01 remains. Oops, what am I hitting? Oh, that's that.
So anyway, St. Thomas More will be going to Kettle Moraine Lutheran Monday night, February 3rd. If you can believe we're getting into February and there's not a smidgen of snow outside on the ground, right? And we're talking Wisconsin, folks.
It was Samuel Karstensen at the free throw line. He got both of them. 83-53 is the score. Here come the Tigers, and he was bounced by Ty Speth.
Easy call.
So for Spaeth, that's, let's see, second personal, I think? Yes, it is. And seventh team. So Ripon will be in the bonus. Shooting is going to be Carson Kaiser. He'll get 1+1 if made.
Coach Bradley making wholesale changes.
Yeah, we have some young kids into the game now. Landon Garrett, the sophomore, wearing number 20. Eric Cumber, the junior, number 4, into the game.
Nope.
Free throws, no good. Mink kept it alive, but couldn't find the handle and goes out of bounds to KML. Also in now is Cameron Grenier, number 23, also a sophomore, who probably wins the best shoes of the day for the Tigers.
Yeah, and for that he gets
a varsity jersey.
A varsity jersey, a Camaro.
There's a three, long three. Whoa!
By the big fella.
John Cruz.
And the funny thing is, in warm-ups, he shot one. It was an air ball. His buddies were teasing him.
He's a big kid for a freshman, John Cruz is.
He's big. He's big, thick. Yep.
Shot no good by Ripon the other way, and taking a drive down the lane is Mason Moths, and he was fouled on the way up. So he'll get 2 free throws.
Foul's been called on number 4, Cumber.
Eric Cumber with the foul, his first. And Mason Moths will get 2 free throws. And the first one's good for the sophomore. He'll get one more.
It's going to be interesting to follow teams like Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Waupun and Plymouth to see how they do at tournament time.
88-53 is the score with the Chargers in the lead. Grenier passes the ball off here to Carson Kaiser, who's in the lane. Little floater blocked, but a foul picked up, though, by Landon Garrett. Unfortunately, his shot was good, but the play had already been ruled dead. And John Cruz with the foul, his first, team's 9th. And Carson Kaiser will get 2. And he missed the first.
He's missed them both long. Make the adjustment here.
Carter Kissinger comes back in.
See if he makes either a little more lift or a little less oomph.
And that's good.
A little more lift.
So the Chargers come the other way. Doing some dribbling around here is Ty Spaeth in the lane. Going to bring it back for a 3. Rainbow jumper. Good.
How many threes tonight? They average 9. I'm going to say they're got to be getting close to 15.
I'll count them up. I don't think they're quite that far, but they're close.
Well, I'm guessing.
All right. Shot no good.
Nice outlet.
Quickly outlet the Moths. Moths to the big fella, John Cruz, who puts it up and in. He's going to be something to behold when he gets older.
And he moves so well for a big.
He's just a freshman. All right, here's Grenier with it. Lost it. Stolen, and a layup the other way is good by Jacob Hess.
Had a lane violation on the inbounds. The ref didn't even care.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I know the ref saw it too.
Well, we're at 1 minute to go in the game. KML is trying to get 100. There's a long 3, no good. But the rebound by Ripon. Eric Cumber gets the board. The shot missed by Landon Garrett. And it will be shooting 1 and 1. Nope, shooting 2. Is that what he said? I guess so. And it's up and no good. Well, they're going to run the clock with
I see.
Yeah.
The score being what it is.
41-point lead. And it's off the bank. He banks it in for Eric. Gets a single point for the evening. And I think that's going to be the way the score ends up.
Unless you're playing, who was that threw up the 3 at the buzzer when they were dribbling it out?
Last night?
No, who was that? That was kind of a classless move, actually.
Is that Monday or is that
No,
Tuesday?
that was before. That was a week ago. Anyway. Hey,
well,
take us home.
Our final score tonight is the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers 95 and the Ripon Tigers have 55. We'll go for the scoring here now. We'll begin with the Chargers. Ryan Thistle has 4, Mason Moths 2, Timothy Hanzelka has 6. It was Cooper Prisbilla with 9, Jake Bartelt, 14 for Jake Bartelt. Jonah Cruz, 5. Jordan Wagner, their leading scorer. Let's see here.
He had a boatload.
12. 19 points for Jordan Wagner. Sam Karstensen with 7. John Cruz, 5. Jacob Hess, 6. Henry Bednar, 15. So that totals up to 95 points for Kettle Moraine. Now for the Tigers with 55. Caden Coots, 6, all in the second half. Eric Cumber, 1. Tyler Brewer, 2 threes for 6 points. Carson Kaiser has 3. Blake Bradley had a good second half.
Yeah.
He ends up with, 20 points tonight for Bradley. Logan Polash has 10, and Adam Mink with 9. So that's how things go. With the win, Kettle Moraine Lutheran to 10-7 overall, 5-2 in conference as they keep pace there. The Tigers 0-7 in conference, 2-16 overall. Number of threes, Marty. I wanted to check that. 1, 2, 3.
Also, I want to single out both Mink and Donovan with their rebounding and their defensive efforts, particularly in the second half. Outstanding.
9 threes. They hit their average tonight, Marty.
I thought they had 9 in the first half. Okay.
So that's how we finish this game. Tonight, And we certainly thank you for watching and listening on the Ripon channel.
Yep, we'll be back in action Tuesday night when the Berlin boys. It'll be Ripon's chance for an upset like the Ripon girls did last night. Congratulations once again to Coach Jesse Noldoff and assistant coach Chris Bumby and the team for that wonderful win over our rival, the Berlin Indians.
We want to thank Nyla and Patrick tonight for doing all the engineering work.
Yeah,
we appreciate
I'm going to
that.
get here early one of these times and get the stopwatch on them for the setup, and I want to just see how fast they can do it. I mean, they were like a pit crew in NASCAR.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Very good work.
They're practicing, I can tell.
All right. So, again, our final. KML 95, Ripon 55. For Patrick, Nyla, Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. Again, thank you for watching and listening. You have been watching and listening to Ripon Tigers boys basketball on